I've reviewed a few Manker lights before. This one is the PL21, which is a 2 AAA battery pen light. And as you can see here, it comes in a cool white and a neutral white bulb. The packaging is just pretty simplistic cardboard on the inside. Nothing too fancy there. Get that out of the way. Here's the light. It's a pretty typical size pen light. Retails for $25.95. I'll put some links down below. You can check it out on Amazon. And as I mentioned, it comes in both the cool white and the neutral white. The cool white has the Cree XPG3 LED, and the neutral white has the Nichia 219 High CRI, High Color Rendering Index. For those of you that don't know, lights tend to have either a cool white or a neutral white tint to them. The cool white lights are a little bit bluer output, and neutral whites are, as the term implies, neutral. So if you're doing something where the actual color of what you're looking at is important, like for me, I use this to look in throats in the hospital, so it's important that the colors I'm looking at in the back of the throat are correct, so I always prefer the neutral white. Cool white lights tend to look a little bit brighter because of the color tint, and in this case, the cool white LED puts out 200 lumens, the neutral white puts out 180 lumens. In real life terms, you're probably not going to be able to tell a 20 lumen difference, but the cool white does tend to look a little bit brighter, so it just depends on how you're using this. If you're just using this as an everyday light, and the color rendering isn't that important, maybe you want to go with the cool white. Just again, kind of depends on how you're using it. But those are the two LED options up there in the head. Going over the construction of it in back here, there is the tail button. Tail button is an aluminum button, and it is only a reverse click design, so you press it and the light comes on. There's no momentary. Forward of that is the pocket clip. This is the only thing on this light that I don't like, is the pocket clip, because right up under there just is not enough space. And what happens is if you're trying to put this into some pants, here's some true spec pants, not too thick of material, it will go in no problem. Pretty much all the way down, you can see there. These 511 pants, again, also really not that thick. When you try and put it in, because of that, the space up there, it will only go in that far and then tends to stick out of your pocket some. And that is already causing the pocket clip to bend out a little bit. So that's the one place where this light could definitely use a little bit of improvement. And just for comparison, here's a through night light, which you can see has a lot more space there, and a 4.7s, rest in peace, 4.7s light, which you can see also has a lot of space up in there. So that's the one big area they need to improve on this light. Otherwise, it's a fantastic light. It feels very chunky is not the word in the hand, but it has a nice heft to it that kind of exudes some quality for it. So it's a nice feel in the hand, and this black anodized aluminum feels really nice as well. It has a little bit of a sort of swell up to the head there, nice and smooth, and in the head, that comes off. There's an O-ring there. It has the IPX8 rating, and in there are the two AAA batteries. Forward of that is the LED, the light up in there. Sits down there in a orange peel reflector. It says this light will throw 63 meters. You probably realistically are not going to be lighting up something well over half a football field away with a pen light. My rough translation of light is, of distance anyway, is that I take the meters and just translate it into feet. So 63 meters becomes 63 feet. Again, no actual mathematic calculations, I just change the unit. And that's kind of a more rough idea of what you're probably going to be lighting up with this light at, say, 200 lumens or 180 lumens. Outputs on this, the way you work it is, like I said, it's a reverse click, so you click it and it comes on. And it will always come on to the low mode as long as it's been off for more than half a second. And then to change between the modes, you just can half press, or if you turn it off and turn it back on within half a second, it will come back on to the next brighter. Otherwise, it always resorts to the low output if off for more than half a second. And then if you go through the three brightnesses twice, low, medium, high, you get into the strobe. I like that the strobe is hidden because I really never use the strobe, and you are not likely to accidentally use it. You don't have to click through it to get to the other brightnesses, but if you need it, it's there. Click through twice, you get to it. Output-wise, I'm going to give the outputs for the cool white light, even though I have the neutral white, but the cool white is what they listed the runtimes for on their website. So it comes on to 4 lumens. It will do that for 47 hours. Goes up to 58 lumens for 4.5 hours, and then 200 lumens for 40 minutes, and then back down. And like I said, if you have it on medium, turn it off for more than half a second, always comes back onto the low, so that way you always know what brightness you're getting it up into. 58 lumens, I've used this to look at eyes. It's a little on the bright side for eyes, but people can tolerate it quickly. But as an everyday carry light, for those of you that are not looking at a lot of eyes, not a big deal. So overall, I really like the light. It just needs that one little fix there with that pocket clip. The pocket clip itself is well made. It's a nice, thick, sort of aluminum pocket clip, but they just need to increase the space here. It probably is not going to work in a pair of jeans because there is just not that much space there. But if you're wearing some thinner pants, it will work fine. I mentioned that to them. Hopefully they can get that fixed a little bit. Otherwise, it's a great light. I've been carrying it for a while. I used it at work. It's a nice light, $25.95. Check this one out from Manker, the PL21.